What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. This is your boy Cheeseburger Eddie, and today we got a little bit of a different episode for you guys. Not necessarily a tutorial, but in its own sense it could be, because we're going to talk about trading in Minecraft. Trading with villagers, trading with all the different types. We're going to go all over those different types, so make sure you stay tuned. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you can watch all the future videos that we got on the channel, and make sure you take a look at the channel in general to see what we already got going. So the first thing we want to talk about is this bell. Okay, whenever you go to a village, you ring this bell, you're going to notice that all the villagers are going to scatter to their individual homes. And the reason why that's important, because that's going to designate exactly where they're at. So let's just look at all these different villagers. Now each one has a particular job. So this one that's standing right next to the weaponsmith is obviously a weaponsmith. This guy right here is a farmer, and each particular villager is going to have specific items they're going to trade for. So let's go over real quick the list of all the different villagers in Minecraft. You have armorers, you have butchers, cartographers, clerics or clerks, farmers, fishermen, fletchers, leather workers, librarians, masons. You have a nitwit, I think in almost every village, offers nothing. Shepherds, toolsmiths, unemployeds, which offer nothing but can be employed if you have a job block for them, and a weaponsmith. So you have all sorts of different types of villagers that offer different type of things. As you can see, there's different levels. Level 1 through 5, I think it's novice, apprentice, and it goes forward from there to offer more, I guess I'd say, better items as you go forward. And there's so much more to go about this. I mean, that things that people don't really think about. I mean, there's obviously unlocking the different trades, but there's also, you have to think about the popularity between villagers, which is something I don't think a lot of people think of. But if you have a higher level of popularity, meaning you trade with a villager and they like you, or performing positive actions, they're going to reduce their prices. You're going to have a cheaper item to trade for. So if you wanted to get an enchanted diamond sword, for example, it might be cheaper for you. But if you have a negative relationship or a negative action towards a villager of some type, they're most likely going to increase their prices, which is going to be worse off for you. So that's one of the things. Obviously, there's so much more as far as wandering traders. They offer all sorts of different types of things. There's different biomes in the game, obviously, from desert, jungle, plains, savannas, tundras, swamps, and more, with different types of villagers or different looking villagers, but they all kind of have that same job and same type of thing. Going back to the beginning of the video when we touched on that bell, when you hit that bell, they all go to their house. So each villager has a house that's where they're assigned to, and that's kind of where you can get an idea of where they're going to be. My particular favorite is the librarian, because what you can end up getting is some enchanted books, some enchanted things that will really help you out late game or in game, with enchanted armor or enchanted weapons, and all you need is emeralds. Now, as you can see on this particular one, you can trade paper for emeralds. So keep an eye on that. In level 2, you can trade books for emeralds. So you can get more emeralds for cheaper things and then trade those back in return for higher level things. You know, an emerald in a book equals an enchanted book, and so forth and so on. So there's so much that you guys can get out of these types of things. Obviously, you see those green sparkles. He's happy. He's increasing his likeness, I guess, of me, and that's gonna help me out further in game if this was my regular survival world. But anyways, the other things I would like to talk to you guys about is the badges, with how you can trade. Obviously, like we said, the beginner or the novice, the apprentice, the journeyman, the expert, and then the master level. So the 1 through 5 level badges that you can get with each villager that you trade with, as you can see when you click on one of these guys. Novice is available from start, obviously, that's level 1. Apprentice, level 2, you start at level 10, I guess. Journeyman, which is level 3, you start at 70. That's total experience, I guess they'd call it. Level 4 is expert, that's 150 experience. And then master is 250 experience at level 5. And then the last thing that I want to touch base on is basically the trade until disabled feature, which is just how many trades that you can do with a particular villager until that trade will be disabled. So you can't just keep clicking on the level 1, you know, novice level buy, because it's the cheapest most likely. So make sure you're aware of that. I think the trades until disabled is 16 up until you get to the last few levels of journeyman, expert, and master. So the first few levels, 16 trades per item, and then it will disable. Then you are having to go up to that next level, which is going to be a little bit more expensive. And basically I know I said it was the last thing, but one more thing is basically how you acquire these emeralds. Obviously, you can get them rarely in actual emerald blocks. You can get them in, you know, random chests around the map. You can trade for them, like I said in the previous, clips. by trading with the level 1 villagers, or whatever you find them. You can basically just trade them for paper for emeralds. So definitely try to stockpile as many as you can, and that'll give you a good loot pile to be able to use in the future whenever you run across a librarian fletcher or a librarian trader, or whatever it is, a librarian villager. You want to get these guys as often as you can, just so you can get those rare items going forward. And it is very useful. You've seen them in the speedrun videos that people play. You've seen them in the manhunts. So anyways, guys, I wanted to show you guys just a quick video on all the different things that this particular item or this particular subject has to offer. If you want me to touch more on it, let me know in the comments down below if you haven't already. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and absolutely make sure you leave a like. If we get up to 15 likes on this video, I will make sure to provide another video on the topic later on. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and we will see you in the next one. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.